Alrighty, welcome on into another Final Fantasy XIV video. We are back. We're getting ready to go into the Occult Crescent. In order to the Occult Crescent, you're going to want to come to Tuliol and come over here to watch. Aetheryte right here. And there's the intrepid little expedition master right here. We'll have your starting quest called One Last Hurrah. Hurrah! Let's go. You're a Chaos Fire, aren't you? Just the man I was after, as it happens. Old Keterim tasked me with finding you. Says he's got a proposition for you. Stay right there. I'll go fetch him. Two things to note for this. You must be level 100, and you must have finished the current Dawn Trail storyline. Main story, not the patch stories. Apologizing for calling you like this, but I was hoping we could parley before you leave to Tuliol. What the? Took leave of Tuliol. Yo, dude, what's up? I'll cut right to the chase. I want you on board for my final expedition. Seriously, dude? Before I get into particulars, allow me to spin a quick yarn. Oh, great. Old man telling old sea stories. Got a beer? Can I have a beer? These days, any Eorzean sailor worth their salt bound for Tuliol, the established route, and skirt the southern Indigo Deep. Okay. There's a reason we do this, buddy. Back when maps in the realm were nothing but blank parchment, past Ilbrand, all we had was the allure of the horizon to guide us. Most of me fellow explorers weighed anchor and cut course due west, heading straight for adventure. Alas, most were lost to the waves. My crew and I reached Tural on account of us ranging northward and avoiding the same treacherous waters that claimed them. Saying you're a better sailor than them, huh? That stretch of the deep came to be known as the Shades Triangle. I had a notion to solve the mysteries on behalf of my fallen comrades. But after arriving on these shores, it was land, not the sea, that promised adventures anew. Once I'd settled here and disbanded the expedition, I never did get the opportunity. But then I crossed paths with a certain realm-renowned adventurer and began to wonder. Something told me that your help, I'd finally be able to shed light on the mystery of those accursed waters. So how about it? Will you join this explorer on one final jaunt? Dude, you had me a mystery, man. But, you got duties, man. You got other crap to take care of. Not to worry, I propose all this with the full backing of the Dawn Servants. Truth behold, even before Gul Jaja asked me to watch over Kona and Rook Lamont, fear I'd never sail again. Any road I sensed the pair were wise to me worrying, so I laid it all bare. And you say the mystery of Shades Triangles has honored you since? The region which you speak of as impediment to trade with foreign nations. Any effort to unravel its secrets will ultimately benefit Tuliol. Sounds like there might be a last chance you get, especially if you're hoping to get Chaos Fire involved. What do you think, I'm leaving all of a sudden? Dude, we got crap to fixin'. Nexus. Whatever. Besides, Papa would turn in his grave if we buried our old friend one final voyage. I say follow your heart, Tanqua. Okay, dude. I'm sure you'll be wanting more detail, but I'd like to set sail sooner rather than later. Let's reconvene once we put a few miles between us and the harbor. The ship is ready and waiting. Better set sent over from Limsa, especially. When you're ready, speak to Offenheim. Offenheim. It sounds like he's like Swedish or something like that. We're on the pier. I think they raided somewhere else. Some other country. Not on Eorzea. That's a Gaddafi guy. Oh, it's a girl. Yes, fire. I presume Kettering told you about me. The name's Offenheim. Offenheim. I don't know how to say that. Navigator by trade. You say Shade's Triangles are racked with storms year-round, but the closer look at the charts tell you it ain't strictly true. For a brief season, the skies are clear and the sea's calm. Hence why the old explorer is eager to weigh anchor. What's the matter? Don't tell me you're wary of clambering onto a little rowboat. Haha, we're not rowing all the way to the Shades Triangle. Our vessel's waiting out beyond the shallows. Any road. When you're good and prepared to leave, let's just say the word. Yo, I came to talk to you for this reason. Don't know whether to respect to your mettle or question your sanity. Oh, just question both of them. Welcome to the board, Shades Triangle. Here we come. I question all of them all the time. Yeah, this will be easy. So yeah, you actually got to be level 100 to do anything in this. Oddly enough, I don't know why they didn't implement leveling and stuff, as far as I'm aware. I think that was what was said in the patch notes. So, alright, crazies. Plain sailing thus far, must be time to talk about our destination. Shades Triangle is a churning mess of storms, so every time a vessel goes missing in the region, most blame the treacherous conditions. But hear this, there are records of the last ships seeking to chart those waters, and the message they relayed to their escort is passing strange. Conditions fair, crescent-shaped island sighted in vicinity. Potential safe haven during storms, attempting to make landfall. And they made it back to the port, despite the calm seas. Folks have taken to calling the island the Occult Crescent ever since. They say it's not but shifting mirage that claims the life of all who sight it. Sounds like my type of fun. Everyone on board knows the risk involved in a voyage like this. There ain't nothing like the thrill of the unknown to trump good sense. Aye, the whiff of mystery and the promise of new discovery is hard to resist. Alright, thinking the same applies to you, adventurer? Dude, I do this for fun. Anyhow, why don't you get acquainted with the rest of the crew? I don't want to talk to... Why do I need to talk to the rest of the crew, you crazy old man? Be checking the charts. Once you get your measure of folks risking their hides along with you, come and find me. Holy crap, crazy old man. You're freaking crazy. Crazy old man. Make me talk to other people? What do you think I am? I'm a freaking adventurer. I had to jump because I'm small. This ain't me first trip into these waters. I've sailed close to the Shades Triangle to survey the weather many a time. Only the clear stays when the sea's flat as glass do you glimpse of the isle. It looks unremarkable from a distance, but that's exactly what the poor bastards who went missing must have thought. Never did pluck up the courage to take a closer peek, curious as I was. When I heard Kettering was leading the expedition into the heart of the triangle, I signed right up. Don't get me wrong, I still got me reservations. When I think of whatever's waiting for us in those waters, it's the excitement that wins out. Okay, you're crazy. You're psychotic, dude. Excuse me, miss. You're the secretary? You're a little young to be our secretary. My grandfather once sailed with Kettering. He was right there with them when they first made landfall in Tyrol. But it wasn't But it wasn't Tyrrell they were aiming for. They left Eorzea westward bound for Hingashi. They didn't count on a great big continent lying between them and their destination. Jeez, it sounds like a similar story. I think I've heard this one before. About 3 little boats that ended up in a bunch of little islands. Once they were ashore, they soon forgot all about the Far East. Eventually, my grandfather settled, and here I am, 3 generations later. Are you crazy? By all accounts, journeying with Keteram is life-changing. I mean that in the best possible sense, of course. I think you're a little young to be on the boat, but, come along. There we go. Dude, I know more about prospecting than you. I don't need your help. This isn't some foolhardy treasure hunt. No, solving the island's secrets will be worth more than any glittering trinket. If we can open up safe passage to the island, there's potential to establish a permanent landing. Just imagine the boom to foreign trade that would be bringing. All of which is to say is there's more at stake than lining our pockets. Dude, you're an idiot. I could be in charge of prospecting and we'd be fine. There's no telling us what awaits us on the island, which is why we've enlisted the help of experts and artisans to support the crew. There's one fellow we are all wishing we'd steer clear of, though. After we left port, I caught a crazed fool trying to launch one of the lifeboats. We managed to lock him in the hold. But the withdrawal said about drinking all the rum in sight. In the end, we tied him up and stuffed him in one of the barrels he drained dry. Dude, where's this guy? Where is he? I want to meet this guy. Where's the dude you locked up? Oh, wait. I think I know. I know who that is. I have a very good idea who they locked up. As is Cetulio. It's Tyrrell. It's gotta be. Looks like you had a good chat with the crew. That's the thing with seafaring. A close-knit crew is indispensable out on the open sea. I know there's talking me feats of reaching Tyrrell, but the truth, I couldn't have done it without my fellow explorers. Wherever the winds might take us, I consider it my duty to get us all there and back in one piece. You know, a lot of pirates actually a lot of seafarers and whatnot did not talk like this. Right, we'll be entering Shade's Triangle any moment now. Look sharp. I mean, more of them are poor in a lot of cases and we're looking to grab their thing. But, like, this me and stuff like that really wasn't like a common, like an overly common type of thing. And in fact, anyone in charge of the boats were extremely well educated. Land ho! We're always well educated, knowledgeable people, and so they would have talked much more proper. Hold steady, we sail straight for her. Aye aye! Surprised the Admiral wasn't with us. She would have loved this journey. Look, it's a blue-footed booby. I don't think that's what they're called, but I think I have the minion for that birdie. It just disappeared. Oh, where's the blasted island? We had it in our sights. Unspotted off the starboard stern. It's moving. What? Don't tell me we careened past it. Get this Hulk turned around. Dude, that row is gonna kick someone's butt. If he can't land this boat. It's gonna disappear again, watch. Yep, the row's ticked off. He can't find land. A sight of the damn thing again. Shift and Mirage was right on the money. If the islet itself was moving, the waves would be surging right over the bulwark. This is no natural phenomenon. Something's messing with our perception. I just got electrocuted. Ye deserved. Heed my call. Yeah, I'd love to come, but, you keep changing crap. Who are you talking to? I don't know, some magical voice in my head. Happens quite a bit. Ever since, you know, ARR. Ever since Highland started talking to me, happens quite often. Strange voice, you say? I don't hear a thing. What in the... I've lost control of the rudder. It's like something's reeling us in. It's a Kraken. Gods. You're supposed to be driving. Look, I told you I can't drive. Wow, we're going sideways. I've never seen a boat do that. This couldn't be the island, could it? Oh, got all froggy. Wow. They even had a dock for us. How's the hull looking? No obvious damage, but the ship's stuck fast. As if we've dropped anchor. Perfectly docked and without a single scratch. There ain't a helmsman alive who could have managed that. I fear she'll end up like that if we try and shift her. Or maybe they weren't worthy of being here. I reckon were brought here by some sort of arcane trickery. Trapped too, most likely. I'll fix it. Yeah, magicked right to our destination. Quite the stroke of luck, if you ask me. No, there was a weird voice that told me that I was gonna do it. Idiot. Yet there's nothing for it but to get this expedition underway. This actually looks kind of cool. That voice you heard on the ship, I'm starting to wonder whether it wasn't some kind of summons. I'm glad to have you with us regardless. As for the islet itself, I assumed it was uninhabited. Certainly wasn't expecting to come across this phantom village. Like as not, there's some sort of ward encompassing the island to keep us here. That said, there's a chance the ethereal currents could circumvent the ward. Assuming you can tap into one, might be worth the try if adventure calls you elsewhere. Any road, as much as I'd like to gather the crew and get stuck right in? Really, dude? Really? We'd better secure the perimeter first. I thought I'd give you a journal to jot down your findings along the way. Great, thanks, dude. I always wanted a book. Figure there's more than a few folks out there who'd appreciate a record of your exploits here. Fill those pages and give them something to sink their teeth into. Thanks, dude, I think. If you wish to return to Tulial at any point during the expedition, interact with the ethereal current by the moored ship. The corresponding current at high tide, however, facilitates travel back to the Occult Crescent. Occult record unlocked. Collection expand. Occult record. Yeah. Keterim has been added to your cult record. It should be here in collections. Yep, there you go. Cult record. And it looks like 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 records in there currently. Oh no. It's 3 pages. That's 30 records. 1, 2, 3, 6, 6, 8, 9, 10. So there's 30 records in total. This is kind of as far as I've like seen people talk and other things. Well, even looking at it, looks like this. I mean, it looks like it's going to be something similar to this, where we're going to have, because it's a two-part, it's 2 areas, much like this was Bozja, and then this was the other area, Zadnor, and they have the little things you pick up. It looks like this is going to be similar. Yo, crazy old dude. Stop standing there and staring. And his sword is not put on right. Not a single soul about. No use pondering, though. We better take a look around while Offengein stands guard. As long as the ship's safe, so are the provisions on board, and that means one less worry while we're getting our bearings. You got it. So if you look at his... Let me know if you find anything of interest. His scabbard is not on correctly. Well, let's get our stairs in for the day. No. Not yet ready. The Occult Record 2. Find the village has been added to the Occult Record. Really? 2 shipwrecks? The ones that we saw from the boat? This is Sunquil attempting to leave the island. What do you mean they're pointed at the island? Oh, look. It says they were trying to leave the island. Based off the positioning of those boats, like, if you wanted to say they were trying to leave the island, they'd be facing the other way. No, it looks like they crashed on their way here. Oh, their own building. Really? Well, it's choking the building in overall state of decay suggests it's been abandoned for some time. Oh, really? Jeez, and here I thought someone lived there. So, I was noticing this with Keterim. Zoom in. Look at where his scabbard is. I mean, he would not be able to draw that blade based on how his scabbard is set up. But, you know, it's just a little bit. I'm not expecting the old man to protect me. That's why I got a big sword. Like the card for sealed hands, the ether-infused stone exudes a faint glow. It's unclear whether the stone emanates light naturally or some internal mechanism is causing the illumination. Bishop, yeah, go talk to Keterim. So, like, honestly, this looks like, I want to say Nimia. A little bit. I'm guessing you're not close to solving the Owl's mystery either. Look at these structures. I'd say this settlement ancient. The original inhabitants must be long gone, but I half hoping to find a few survivors from the wrecks at least. Anyhow, this building particularly took my interest. I managed to force the lock. Dude, don't pick locks in old buildings. You can get us in trouble. And I don't want you to think a habit of breaking locks in general skullduggery. Other than what strictly is necessary, of course. Let's take a look inside, shall we? It's a good thing I got a toothpick to protect us. It's a tomb of sorts. There's only one thing here. Must have been an important person. A sarcophagus. Do you reckon? I wouldn't get too close if I were you. Sense arcane trickery afoot. These candles ain't being kept alight by natural means. That's for damn sure. Oh, you won't let me take a step closer, but you can? I've seen that before. It goes boom. Just as I thought. Experience tells me a word like this'll have us jumping through hoops to dispel it. No, you stand on it and it goes boom. They use them in the only you deserved may lay claim. They're from heaven on high. Guess what? I'm gonna do my thing and you just stand there, old man. Put my hand out and boom. Look at that, I got awesome hands. Not sure what's more confounding mystery, your magic touch or this godforsaken rock we're standing on. I got the touch. But my touch opened it up. Is there an extremely good-looking woman in there? That's not what I wanted. It's a tonberry. It's a tonberry. Oh, yeah, Nimia. Tonberry. Ah, thoroughly refreshed and raring to go. And who might you two be? Wasn't expecting the comment on. You take me for some benighted fool? Perhaps a valid supposition given my current form. You stand before the archive, the very definition of uridation. Now hurry up and introduce yourselves. He's an asshole and I'm Chaos Fire. Oh, Chaos Fire, is it? Those keen, searching eyes. Why are you staring into my eyes, dude? That's creepy. Searching eyes of yours. Clearly, you have inquisitive mind like no other. Save my own, that is. I'm Keteran, the explorer hailing from Limsa Laminsa. We're here for an expedition back by the nation of Tulial. Limsa La what now? Tulial. I visited each of the 12 city-states and learned all there is to know about the peoples and cultures. Those names ring unfamiliar. To think a whole nation would elude me. Tell me, exactly what is this? When was this Tulial founded? Let me fill you in on history as we know it. Might take a while. The 7th astral era? I moved this to this island to avoid spreading the affliction that left me as you see, and promptly fell into a deep slumber. So if you're familiar with the Scholar quest line, yeah, Scholar, you get the ferry, but one of the things you run into is some of the original Nimians, and the Nimians were turned into Tottenberries due to a curse. And so this guy's Nimian, of course, based off what he's saying. Memory serves, such a plague swept the realm and at the end of the 5th astral era. But that means you've been asleep for more than 1,500 years. That was explain why I feel so well rested. Now that I'm awake, I should very much like to see what has become of the Isle. So yeah, the Scholar questline does go into a little bit more on what happened to the Nimians. Actually, that's why I was like, wow, this kind of looks Nimian in design. This looks like the ruins in Limsa. Outside of Limsa. I certainly do not recall the memorial fountain being so begrimed with algae. Perhaps you do speak the truth. The strange ether I sense pervading the isle. Could it be a ward of sorts? Huh. The noggin's so foggy even after eons long slumber. There was a time when I knew all kinds of things. The name of every battle, the weight of all the riches in the world. To the ounce. I was a wise old man, gushing font of knowledge. So I could be a real boom to your expedition once I get up to speed. I shall join you on your endeavors. This adventure you remember. Perhaps the course of our adventure your memories come floating back. Let us venture forth to this mysterious isle. Seeing as there's nothing to the settlement that could kill us, I think it's time we get the crew ashore and earn in their keep. I'll be right back. Hopefully we can learn more about the Isle from our newfound co-conspirator. It's a lot of quests to start it. Not even think that had it there. The archive has been added to the cult. Would you care to elaborate upon what brought you here? A voice in my head. There's a lot of words for to say a voice in my head. So, this isle lies in the heart of Shade's Triangle, and many a ship had gone missing in these waters. You mentioned the wrecks out in the bay. It's not unreasonable to think that some of these sailors have made it ashore. Why did no one try to wake me? Probably took one look at you and sealed the sarcophagus back up. Listen, I don't care about that. I'm worried about the voices in my head. You mean to imply that someone summoned you here? Clearly, it wasn't me. I've been sound asleep for the last few millennia, give or take. What a tantalizing conundrum. We simply must get to the bottom of this. See, it's frickin' fairy. It's, not Celine. There you go, fairy. Is it knowledge you seek? What's the other name of the... This is the Scholar's Fairy. What manner of creature is this? A familiar, methinks. Looks like the fairies employed by Nemean scholars of Eld. Was it you that summoned her? Me, preposterous. I would have summoned something more statuesque. How rude. My name is Iris, and I certainly wasn't called forth by a wizened little wretch like you. Well, wizened, you mean wise. You perpetuant little whelp? Honestly, who would ever summon a companion so lacking in manners? I know exactly what I meant, and you, sir, are lacking in wisdom. The seal has been placed upon your worldly knowledge, thus preventing its use. You can only speak of that which is rotund. You can only speak of that which the rotund individual over here has seen and learned firsthand. I'm not rotund. I am fit. The size like a potato. Is that so? That explains why I can't muster the faintest mote of magic. I tried to heal myself earlier, but to no avail. Centuries of sleep on that cold stone slab really took a toll on my lower back. Enough of you and your aching bones, Iris. Where's your master? Let me try a different track. Why were you summoned here? I don't know. Looks like someone else has their knowledge sealed away. I'm wise and lacking wisdom, and you're not but an unfamiliar. I'll tell you one thing. The fairy was steeped in the same ether permeating the island. As I surmise, there's a strange ward covering this island in its entirety. No doubt those ships in the bay were caught in its pull. Well, wards can't just cast themselves, meaning someone's responsible for those poor souls who's perished in Shade's Triangle. Methinks our focus ought to be finding out what we can about this individual. And let not forget the strange voices you keep hearing. For all we know, could be connected in some way. Right, let's go speak with Geoffrey. Jeffroy, over yonder. You have to have a word on progress at the base camp. Jeffroy? Like, why didn't you... Hey, you changed your clip. Wait, you're not the same person. What'd you do with the secretary? Where did you put everybody? Jeffroy, what have you done with people? You'll be pleased to hear that preparations are well underway. Ison, the advance party is got ahead while the ship's being unloaded. I already found an ideal spot to stage forays into island's southern reaches. They're setting up camp as we speak. When you're ready to head out, just say the word. Once you're out in the field, you'll have to speak to Kenaram and decide how to proceed. Listen, I'm the frickin' adventurer here. I don't need no Kenaram frickin' permission. The support crew will be stationed here in town, but to avail yourself of their services if you're in need. And if you're after a weaponsmith, word is we hired a truly remarkable craftsman for the expedition. Judging by his reputation, he'll soon have your weapons honed to deadly perfection. The smithy be set up yonder. You drop in if you're interested. Well, that's all for me. Give me a shout when you're ready to make for the encampment. That would be relic weapons. And of course, our relic weapons are withdrawn. Occult Crescent, uncharted island in the shape of a triangle. Whether you choose to follow your explorers in large-scale battles, is it just... Hey. Cycle of War. And magic level 100 and above. So you... Unlike... Baja and... the others, you, Baja and Zadnor, where you could use them for leveling. This is not usable for leveling, as you're required to be at level 100 for that job. Also, your item level is 690, sync to 700. Players may change different jobs sufficient while on duty. Players are subject to separate leveling. Crescent involves level based on fiends, critical encounters. I understand what to do. All these people that are here too. Now you can actually see all the people here. So we have Homeboy there. And we should have weapons over here. Arcane Artistry. Niger Seal. That rum-addled reprobate? Wouldn't be surprised if we found him floating in the sea. Dude, bring Geralt out. I know how to talk to him. Oh, I've never needed a smithy, do you? I'm afraid we ain't up and running yet. Truth be told, the weaponsmith we hired bolted before we could finish setting up shop. Master his craft by all accounts, but he's been nothing but trouble since. He set foot on the ship, kept trying to escape, so we threw him in the old. Wasn't in there, though. He drank most of the booze we brought along on the expedition. I tell you, bugger was pickled by the time we hauled him out. Any road the bastards are now gone and disappeared. Sounds like you kidnapped an upstanding artisan prisoner. We're explorers, not bleeding pirates. He signed a contract, fair and square. That said, you won't be seeing a piddle and a gill of compensation. It's all going straight to the consortium that introduced us. Suppose I can't blame him for getting cold feet. Any road, he can't have gotten far. It's not like there's any way off this rock. If he's half as good as they say, I reckon you'll be a boon for your adventure, and keep your eyes peeled if you run into a shirtless, rum-soaked, good-for-nothing by the name of Geralt. Tell him to come and see me. Jeez, what a surprise. Search for Geralt. Where are we searching for Geralt at? So, we're looking for Geralt, and, what does Rowena get him up into this time? Drop of rum to be had in this bloody ghost town. There was no mention of Shade's Triangle when I signed the goddamn contract. Talk about false bloody pretenses. More fool me for trusting that wily harridan. Rowena. Yo, Geralt, what's up, man? Oh. Who the hell's her? Oh, bugger me. Can't I do one bleeding job without you showing your ugly mug? That said, there's never a dull moment when the two of us team up. Thanks, I think. Why don't we finish the job sharpest and get off this desolate rock, eh? I thought he'd be happy to see me. But apparently he's not. Well, knowing what I put him through, but must have had a hard time coaxing him back. Apologies for all the trouble. No, it wasn't hard. We have had great times together since A Realm Reborn, crafting relic weapons. Right, with the smithy up and running, it's high time we started earning your keep. Listen here, do you really think I'm gonna sully my hammer and tongs knocking any outwork any village smithy with half a brain could handle? No, nothing less than nigh impossible feats of genius stoke my fire these days. Says the impotent sot who drank the old dry, racking up more debt in the process. You're hardly in position to dictate terms. Though it does seem daft to folk over high water in sums. I are Eorzean's finest weaponsmith, only to have him forge and plane of swords and shields. Any ideas, adventure? Yeah. I'm sure Eorzean's finest weaponsmith has his own ideas. Yo, dude, make me some good weapons. He does, as a matter of fact, devising a new means of refining weapons and armor. I couldn't help but notice the aether permeating this place. Reckon I'll tap into that somehow. Of course, I'll need raw materials. Some magic warp ore from the island should just do the trick. If it's ores you're after, our surveyors will be conducting a preliminary excavation. Is that all you need to start? Hardly. If that were the case, any old fool could do the job. Magical properties can be fleeting and elusive. Without the means of properly harnessing the ether, there's every chance of ore degrading in the process. Dude just had his mind blown. So you require something else besides raw material. Any inkling as to what that might be? Something of foul beasties in the throes of death will leave behind a crystallized chunk of their life essence. I've used this stuff in the past, and while it ain't exactly common, I'd wager you'll find it on this bastard rock. Not that it's unique to the island, mind. I'm sure you'll find it elsewhere too. Does this mysterious crystal have a name? Indeed it does. Demi-Atma. Demi-Atma. I love our response to that. Thanks for providing the spark for our weaponsmith needed. Looks like he's committed to fully contractual duties, at the very least. Say, how'd you feel about handing the bean felon part over the gambit? You're out acquiring Demi-Atma. I'll see how amenable Gerald is to helping around the smithy. I reckon there's a reasonable division of labor. Are you guys serious? More Demi-Atma, please. Oh my god, Geralt. Phantom weapons, a saga of arcane might. Demi-Atma attainable. Obtained from fates and critical encounters in the Occult Crescent's South Horn. Also be attained from fates in other regions. These regions are Urkapacha, Cosmoka, Yaktel, Shaloni, Heritage Found, and Living. So you do fates either in Occult Crescent, or you do fates in Tyrol. China the Islands, Ether Priest, 6 kinds of Demi-Atma, 3 of each will make foolproof Demi-Atma. I think I have all these weapon ones. No, but still. These are my other arcane artistry. It doesn't actually say. 3 pieces of 6 unique varieties are required. These can take. So I guess we'll learn about them as we go. I mean, I could go do fates in those regions. I'm guessing they're split 2. Yeah, yeah. Take me to the South Horn! Ooh, pretty. I don't know what's up with the bubbles. Looks like Stonehenge. There's more Nimia stuff. Looks like the south is probably Nimia. Yeah. Nimians did much. Facility fast travel throughout the island. Can't see anything about the island. Freaking jerk. Be hard pressed to find a better location to stage an expedition than this. We find something akin to an aetherite. Any luck, there'd be a few more dotted around the island to avail ourselves. Make sure you tune to each one before leaving camp. Speaking of leaving, our advance party scoured the area and brought back a few bits of bobs and interest. Archive was appraising cash, so you'd soon scrap it. Scampered off and started poking around the heap of rubble. We better see what he's up to. I want to leave this. I want to leave this area. Where's the archive? Survey point. Oh, you can bring it up quickly here. That's cool, because you did not have that option before. Kind of like want to move this. Can't even get out of here. I had a critical. Well, I mean, they probably been going since they opened up, but there you are. I got something crystalline to show you. Jobstone? Ah, just as I thought. Because you laid eyes on the crystal, I was able to tap into my wealth of learning on the topic. This sealed knowledge business is awfully frustrating, I must say. What I handed you is a soul shard from the 5th Astral Era, contained within its phantasmal records of arcane arts and combat disciplines pioneered by the 12 city-states of Elb. I'm sure the methods of your modern combatants employ are far more refined than those of my day. Nevertheless, you might benefit from learning the old ways of waging war. In normal circumstances, I find myself a soul shard and fight alongside you, but I can't access what's inside. Thwarted again by the seal its diminutive little scallywags spoke of. Given that you're summoned here especially, I dare say you'll have no trouble using it. However, go on trying to fix it to your garb. Which last job is this? Phantom jobs unlocked. Yeah, they give you actions to go with your thing. Advisor, base camper, more about the person. What jobs do we have? We start off with Phantom Bard, Phantom Monk, Phantom Knight. Maybe take Phantom Bard. Phantom actions, special actions. Yeah, they're bound here. Excellent. It seems you managed to interface with the Soul Shard. One caveat, I believe it will only work when it confines the islands more. Nevertheless, if you accumulate more knowledge, you'll soon be able to draw on more potential techniques. What's more, I think there's only one Soul Shard on the island. I'm positive you'll acquire others as you travel. more you possess, the greater the array of ancient techniques you will have at your fingertips. Well, I shan't keep you from excursions any longer, but you'd better speak to the imposing lass over there before you depart. Imposing lass. Listen, look at me. Oh, I've got him. What's up? These walls have seen better days, but they're solid enough. As long as we secure the entrance, the camp will be safe while you're roaming the island. Roam all well and good. We'll need a firm plan of action if we're to make any headway. Before you leave, let's consider our approach. I go out there, level up, and attack things. I've done this twice before already. I'm good with this. Look, we'll get 300 knowledge points out of this. The further we get from unraveling his secrets, there's a voice only you can hear. The Owl-wide ward, the seal of archived knowledge, is very familiar as a master. Not to mention that some of the remote islands passage strange to begin with. Before we get to satisfying our curiosity, the more pressing concerns of interest. Excuse me? Safety. My crew is peerless, yourself included. I've seen negligence, any lack of preparation by us explorers, which is why I intend to thoroughly appraise these lurkers beyond the walls. A resident freelancer extraordinary. I want you to fill 3 different species of feed and share the information. Yeah, right with any information you gather. The more you see and share, the more we chip away at the blasted seal. Go kill beasties. Got it. Let's go get that beastie. I can help this other dude. Oh my god, my stance on. Oh, I do have my stance on. It's almost dead. Got 3 gold pieces. I'm rich! Oh, that lasts for 1 minute. It's probably 2 minutes because it's a 1 minute timer. Dead salt earth would be a waste. Masters. Mastro. Thought I could use all the help you can get. Mastro. Ooh, I like these. Oh, they're all reskinned. There's like not been a unique beast on this island yet. I have felt every one of these at some point. At least some type of them. Look, they might actually do some damage to it. With two of them. Oh. Well, they're doing a little bit of damage. It's just not much. I bring my healers out. Oh, I'm definitely gonna have to work a night with healers. I wonder if, like, this, it shouldn't be by job, so. Yo, dude. Dispatch those fiends and share your findings, right? Yeah, I already got my findings. Here. Here's some beasties. Well, herd of gorilla? That's rare indeed. Such a notorious territory creature banded together. Mayhap it's a regional adaptation. Let's see, you vanquish a flying lizard and a bandersnatch. The former is known of treetops and nests, the latter often found primarily in mountainous regions for prey. I'm no naturalist, but they don't sound like species you'd normally find on an island like this. Suppose someone could transport them here. Why go to all the trouble? I can answer that. And of course, I would if it was for the Vexed. In other words, we'll be relying on Casefire to document what he finds on his travels. Honestly, I'm starting to think it was. I think Iris wasn't far off the mark about you. Roam far and wide, Casefire. Help me unseal my vast reserves of knowledge. Let's prove this lumbering clod wrong. Wow, these two have great interactions. The local fauna survey, I suggest you now seek signs of former habitation. There's plenty of structure beyond the settlement you found me. To start, I want you to visit the ruins due south of the encampment and examine their architectural motives. I look forward to hearing your account. You must unlock relevant entries in the book. Do you like the beasts? Oh no, it's fantastic. Let's say, it's actually like something you unlock. Look, it's a galley cat. Knowledge point, 10 Phantom Bar experience, 5 enlightenment bonuses. It's not terrible. Quick engagement. See, I'm like Aja, you like don't like sign up engagements. Crescent Turbo. Pretty sure these are the ones. Crescent's Torment. It's level 4. Find my regular engagement. I don't know if it started or the hand all participants must make ready for battle. Oh look! There's some Marrow. Lost Citadel has been added. Crescent Snap. I can. Turn on my stance. Tank a CD right away. You join the critical engagement encounter noise complaint. Dude, that guy's big. So I shouldn't have been stealing any aggro's. Is he shifting his spot on purpose? All the birds are. Glad I'm out of the tank because I can do this normal. I can move around. Not stuck to positions. Let's rage towards chatting voices. Wow. A bunch of people. Ah. This is fun. They didn't say anything about having duels like they did in Mazda and stuff. Wow, that's a lot of dead bodies. We're at halfway into them. Damn, I died. There's a lot of dead people. A lot of bodies on the floor. And that summoner could be risen. Trades towards chattering voices. Bird runs that way. It's not like a terrible one. Like it's like remembering its way. Looks like a decent amount of people got back up. Like, the more we engage in these, the better we're going to get at these over time. But a lot of people are just seeing these for the first times. See who he tethers to. I think this is going to be chattering voice. Oh no, that's. Let's see, and that's a. Oh, he went. I'm gonna get rezzed. Old stuff like that. My salted earth was in the wrong spot. You're a little over halfway when I knocked out. So they took him down by about 25%, or a little over 30% before I got caught up. Where's he tethering? What? How was I? Oh, because it's bigger the further away you get. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, okay, I got that. Gotta be a gooder way out on those. I did help for almost a little over half of it, so. And then there's this persistent pots. Oh, that's the. I got some Orpient Demateria. I should learn Romeo's Ballad. I can actually do this. Oh, the dudes are gone. Let's see if I can get that position. Level 3. So. It seems like unlike Bosja in there, you're not limited. Like Bosja, you're limited on where you can go initially. That's 9. This way. This guy's still way above me. I should see what Romeo's Ballad is. It's probably be easier to run this out here as a warrior starting off because warrior has their self kills. Like a massive amount of them. So probably be faster at gathering these, because it doesn't look like critical engagements and weights unless they're just going fast. Okay, Romeo's Ballad freezes time for all nearby enemies ready to attack. So it's like a stun. Members are executed with approximately knowledge crystal. Spend an experience battle by 10%. This one is increases damage dealt by self and nearby 2%. Oh, there's something going on in the sort of event here in the Citadel. I don't know, casts would kind of suck running around this. Notes is got like a minute and a half. If you're just gonna sit there, if you're just gonna be here, might as well just, you know. Fight monsters while we wait. So it doesn't start for. I'm gonna take a quick second when it starts to actually get some water. And here we go into the critical. Company of stone. Whoa, that's a lot of stone dudes. What drugs have they been doing? This thing can't just be this few. Deploying cannons. Stay here. There's nothing to attack. I'm just dodging right now. Now we kill again. Oh, because of the positioning on those. Different than on my left and not on the right. As long as it gets some damage in, fine with Assault of Earth being optimized. I'm gonna rotate these. Ah, damn it. Should stay in the middle there. Should stay grouped up with everyone else. There's any reses while we're like. I could get my one achievement. like, I think Gunbreaker and there we go. Yeah, it's just gonna take time learning. Oh, there's a big dude with a bunch of little dudes. They're all eating him, all tethered to him. Kind of about the same spots starting. These so will rotate mostly together. Oh, I got it. I only died once on that one. We got a second type. Kaput Mortem Demimat Atma. I think I want to go grab that one. I'm not too worried about mount speed or whatnot here. There'll probably be something that they give us during this to earn mount speed and whatnot. Like 300? 290? Three? I think a lot of people are just running around the whoa, level 10. Just random chest. I'll risk it. I got cleared to materia too. That wasn't worth the risk. Hopefully they get better with better chests. That dude's level 14. $21. Don't look at me, Mr. Eyeball. Oh crap. Outside main camp. Here's a silver one. Whoa, there's a lot of stuff. Town theme. Don't have that. Wind collar. Doesn't say these are marketable. I'm gonna just pick them up. You know, the first ones I always get on my own. The second ones you get, anything else past there, market board. See, these guys don't seem to... Oh, it's a mimic. I was about to say it's a cold chest. Ah, that guy got aggroed. I'm so not the right level to be out here. Hey, look. I've seen these guys before, too. I mean, the silver chest was definitely worth it. Doesn't look like silvers are worth it. Definitely gonna have to level up more go after that gold, but I bet you that gold has really good stuff in it. Probably mounts and minions. That's my guess for gold. I haven't been aggroed up on anything yet, which is good, except for that one mimic that I got away from. There's another mimic. I mean, if it wasn't high up, because I'm barely level 3. But I mean, running around here in an area I shouldn't be, found that silver. Definitely was a boost. I mean, being in wrong spots can help you. There's a quest. Special. Deception. Ruins will spare details. Dragons awash with them off the street. Or keep. Mage of Ampedor, famed for having developed white magic with its focusing deception. Arcane arts. You need to go deep. Size must have been a sizable workforce. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Ampedori were renowned for good statues and construction defense on your side circuit built by some retail more. Let's turn the ruins, receive the temple, preferably something endued with ether. Keep their ceremonial chamber where they would authorize creations like magic turned to nice and service. If I switch jobs, does that switch my powers level? So your knowledge of your level is at job. I mean, it wasn't in Baja or, you know. I mean, Baja and the other one weren't. Their leveling wasn't tied to the job. Like you could go in any job. much killing. Well, the closer you are to your level, magic prism ribbons. Those are cool. The closer your enemies are to your job, the lower you will get. So you want to try and keep everything about 2 up from where your current knowledge level is. This guy's 5, so I should get a decent amount out of it. I got like 33 out of the one. It does that's pretty weak. I see Tank Buster stuff and I always like go to defend against it. Like it's like my first reaction. I gotta drop like a TBN or some kind of mid because of the normal type of fights. I don't think there's any, unless he's like inside one of the or a riddle. Yeah, I'm not worried about his freaking thing this time. It was a tickle. Well, since you can't even break a TBN. See, with these guys I'm getting 64. I was getting 33 off level 4s. I wish they would give me like a white mage job. I would switch over to that. It would be great for like undertaking. Like learning how to use your jobs in like a team environment, like if you're in a party for it and stuff, is one on your own without like having heals or stuff like that. Like I enjoyed running around Vajra and stuff just as a healer because of the fact that as a healer I could just heal myself. I could do this one on my healers. Yeah, putting in there, no one. Animated doll. That's it. Oh, I've seen it before. This is what I get for going to the frickin' deep dungeons. Like half these are things I've seen in deep dungeons. It's like, oh, look. Oh, yeah, I know you. I met you in a deep dungeon one time. Okay, I got myself a couple before. See, this guy's similar level. Should be an easy kill now. I got 28 for level 4 now. There's down there, and there's over there, and there's down there. I got you some stone, jerk. Here's your rock. Oh, fine sample indeed. I can feel the shuttered chambers in my mind creaking open. Sure, it was not Emperor who built those structures. Think whoever brought you here did it? Precisely. The residual magics within this stone are the same I felt emanating from Iris. It was her master that built those ruins. But Iris was Nimian. Do you reckon whoever summoned her ultimately commanded Ampedori golems? You were dealing with an individual arriving my own considerable talents. Unfortunately, I can't access the rest of my knowledge concerning the matter. I'm afraid it will require more fieldwork on your part, my friend, and considering you've seen this far, there are doubtless signs of other civilizations on the island and see if you can find one to three distinct. So they say that should be enough sample size. You're a frickin' jerk! I need you to go find more civilizations. Oh. That 750. It's just between cruiser and story. But the same as no, you can replace Summer Peace Exchange. Let's see, 4,000 for each piece. Oh, this is the so in the patch notes you could see this gear and stuff. This is the gear. So in order to get a full set or all five pieces, you would need 20,000 silvers. Cool. But if you want to replace stuff, so that's got crit and debt. Ooh, that would be a really good. And then it's also got Occult Crescent, so this works similar to. Let's see if I can find it. My Bajing gear. So here on your Bajing Kappa Heal, that's what this one was. It had like the gear was designed for having advanced stuff. So here, this one said, okay, here's these base stats, but in the Save the Queen area, it had haste +2. So it added, they would add stats depending on your gear there. So kind of works like Bajja gear as well. Looks like this is a trader and nothing to trade. Let's exchange battlecraft item. Oh, you can get soul shards here for looks like that's Time Mage Cannoneer. So here's special blend of herbal extract, miracle. So upon using only available in present selection. There's 1,000. Can't put this up with me, but instantly restores HP or MP. There's a good. It looks like potions out there. However, filled with antique coins, consumed upon use. Zenning Age, only available in Occult Crescents. Aether spun silver. Fine. This is materia. So it just takes materia off the list. Okay. Oh, that's silver piece exchange. Silver piece other. Chain. It's oh, this is the outfits. And then, so it's all silver pieces there. Gold, you can do battlecraft items and others. Take material out there. So, gold, you can get a Samurai Soul Shard, Geomancer Soul Shard, or Thieves Soul Shard. The potions here, coffer, and Ethereal Fixit. Coding formulated to ensure the ethereal connected to the embroidery Arcanaut tire remains intact. It's probably for like upgrades. And then this is the other outfits. That cut's not too bad. Actually doesn't look too bad. Is it dyeable? Level 1, so they're just glamour items. There's all glamour items. See, right now we just have the 745 stuff, but I'm pretty sure they'll probably be upgrading this. So definitely like doing fates and these critical engagements definitely have a positive, net positive for you. Eight may not be the right level. Eight had like the levels on. Drain, no. Oh, level tied there. Oh, probably not too much further. Probably a bit further than where I was. That probably could have opened up because of the CE. Level 9 for the ooh, there's a coffer. Oh, yay, I got more magic prisms. This final, it's 5? And he's dead. As you got 1,000 knowledge points, 80 patent card, 30 silvers. So probably. Guy punches harder than the other things we've been up against. Except I'm killing it really fast. Let's see if we can break it to you. We broke my TV in. Crap. Why did it kill this? Oh. The rays. Let's see if I can. Oh, look. I didn't even have to call for one. Two. Just survey. 8. 7. Chased by a bird. I'm getting chased by some armor. Just running around jumping ether points. In Baja, you had to like lock specific areas. Let's go around the other side. So I feel like everything I've seen with this is really cool. Like, it's definitely a fun place. Like, it's gonna be a good one to just run around and work on. It is definitely a grind here. Definitely a grind, and this is definitely what people are asking for in Final Fantasy. A lot of them are asking for, you know, something like this, a grind zone, an exploration zone similar to Baja and whatnot. And in Eureka, another one, because we didn't get one in Endwalker, and a lot of people were really upset and said like that. A lot of people were upset about that because there was no grind area and stuff like that. Except, like, I know that at least with Bajja, you could use it for leveling. I don't know about Eureka. I never really explored Eureka way too much. Enough. I got stoned. And no one knows. Look at it. How many people are working? There's like 3 of us. Or there's a couple people dead. I doubt I can switch. I got stoned again. Then shot. I think the fates vary by the number of people working on them. Good question mark. I'm gonna look at it. Hope that I don't get stoned. Ray. Holy crap, I'm gonna die. Nice or not. Like, especially a lot of people here probably have different bunch of. Drops off. A little over halfway. You find the right. Level 6. Hey. Copper. Bronze. Look, I got more ribbons. Wonder how much these freaking ribbons go for. Market board. Oh, got him. Let's stay alive. Oh no, I think I made it. Oh, I didn't. I just barely server ticked out of that one. Not a big deal. $3,000. Oh, I think I got shrunk. I got drawn into as I was coming into the fight. I got minied. Which is singing her heart out. Oh, there's a lot of people doing this one. Must be no CVs. 1080, 30. Let's see, 65. Still more. Still a lot. I mean, it's just straight up grind. And, but, I'm gonna go back to the base there. Probably. That's probably where I'm gonna end this video. I'm gonna go back to base and exit off out of the instance. And kind of give you my thoughts on this so far. So far, honestly, like again, as I run, I'll just kind of put out my thoughts and kind of put everything together. So far, I think it's really good. I think this is really what Dawn Trail needs. Dawn Trail right now is kind of, I mean, we did get the moon, but that's for crafters and gatherers, and so kind of left a few people out, I would say. You know, not everyone crafters and craft. A lot of people, I mean, everyone has to do DOH, DOMs, and that, so it's definitely something that, you know, people will definitely see people doing this for a long time. It'll be like the Majin and Eureka, just people constantly doing this, working on this, you know, leveling their knowledge, leveling their jobs. You know, right now we just have the 3 phantom jobs. This is based off your knowledge level overall. So so they're gonna, so you know, that does, there are buffs and other stuff here. You go in, you're gonna come here, you're gonna come out here, similar to what you did with Baja. Eureka was very go from Kugane back to Kugane, in and out from Kugane. This one definitely has you coming and going from this location here, which is actually pretty good. But it definitely has a good feel. This place, I believe, will grow. You know, there'll be more stuff to do here in this one. There, like, it's quite a bit. You know, definitely an area you can go AFK, and looking at the looking at the different outfits, they all look pretty good. Kind of depends on like your class job, I would say, on some of them. But and then you know you've got this, and I think from here you can probably just TP out. But also you're gonna have a TV point here. That's just TP out. But I mean, you can just teleport. Also for your stones for your relics. They did say you could do fates inside of but you can do fates here in the Dawn Trail zones. So if you don't want to grind, which I mean grinding the for your relics, if you don't want to grind them out in inside of the occult zone, you can just come out here. Pretty sure we'll pick one up. Looks like people are already utilizing this method as their fate farming method, most likely. There's that. That one didn't give me any. I don't think I got it. This should have been high enough to get it. Been big grinding this. I want to see if I can get one. Out of them. I mean the drop rate. Wow, these guys are being farmed out too. So it's definitely people are farming these zones. You probably go to freaking Halicarnassus over on I could go over to Dynamis. Probably not too many people over on Dynamis. Fate farming. I don't know if it's you're limited by server. I think it is a limitation by DC. No. So keep that in mind. But yeah, you're definitely going to be able to use this process for your farming to come. If you don't like, you know, I mean, you could probably cap yourself out and on your knowledge or whatnot. I'm sure there might be. I'm sure there's a cap there. Not this dude's way. Barely touching me. Yeah, I see that. But I mean, this will be definitely one method. You could use it on your weeklies. That's right. You could use it for your weekly. There's a weekly challenge log, 10 fates. You can get some gil out of doing that. I don't think it would impact if you're leveling character jobs on the fates. If it should be one that once you have the arcane artistry job, or you know, right there requirement. sort of, once you have arcane artistry up and available, you should be able to use the Dawn Trail fates as a method to collect those. There either. Their drop rate must be high right now. That's gotta be my thought on it. But anyway, so that's my kind of things. Like, I think it is something that we really need and use at this point in time. It does have 745 gear, which is currently useful for those because it was right between gear that you needed and stuff, so that you could use it. You could replace gear with it. Let's see how much these ribbons are going for now. 10,000. It's the history. Nobody's bought them yet. But these usually don't go. Most people are way underpriced. But yeah, so those are. That's my thought. It's definitely something that Dawn Trail needs right now. It'll definitely keep a lot of players currently in the game. You'll definitely find a lot of people running Occult, and they're going to be running Occult for a while. Grinding out the different jobs, phantom jobs, your knowledge level, getting those, getting the different stuff there. There should be some achievements for this. Let's see. Field operations. Sadnor. Okay, so here's 10 fates, Occult Crescent, 50 fates, 100 fates, Occult Crescent, 500 fates in Occult Crescent, Knower of Fates. Critical engagements, 500 critical engagements, random encounter. Fork Tower, there is a horn. There is a mount. Demon Hall horn. For getting the Fork Tower. 100 runs, Infamy of Blood. Phantom Job Mastery. 10 Phantom Job Mastery. Overemployed. I need that item. Resurrect another player in Cult 10 times. 500 times. Dead Man's Tell. That's interesting. Open coffers. 5,000 coffers. King among castaways. Persistent pots. 1,000 persistent pot coffers. Persistent pal. Happy bunnies. Or bunny blessed. So there are quite a few achievements available here as well. So they're definitely, you know, it's definitely something worth grinding on and stuff. Also, not just the, so you have the res here, resurrect another player, but you also have, if you don't have Kindness to Strangers yet, resurrect your player that's not in your party. You can also grab this one. There's probably a few other, you know, random ones that you can grab with it as well. Anyway, and there's, oh, there will be achievements for cosmic tools, Miller's tools, phantom weapons. So also getting your phantom weapons, all your relics. There's definitely one there. Anyway, that's where I'm going to end today on this video. Hopefully, you enjoyed it. But yeah, thanks for coming along, and we'll see you in the next one.